Strength. It's a word we've heard a lot this year. Strength of the American people. Strength of the American worker. Strength of the American family. We've seen grit, determination, optimism, hope. We took the virus head on, and now we're getting back to a normal life. The second shift, the dance lessons, and Friday night football. But some want to tear us down. They don't believe in America's promise. Their ideas would kill jobs and drag down our economy. We'll never give up on America. Not now, not ever. Because now is a time to renew our faith, restore our safety, rebuild our economy, to keep winning. We've faced our toughest challenge, and we are overcoming, just like we always do, because we believe in America.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. To take them out of society. Away from my mother, your husband, our families. Lock the SOBs up.
We know who Joe Biden's talking about. Us. Don't let him become president.
He coddled the communists, sided with socialists. Now, Joe Biden is lying. He will raise taxes on the middle class, and his liberal agenda will cost millions of jobs. Because he's a career politician, past his prime, too weak to rebuild our nation. But we won't let him. We will build a better future with courage, with strength, because we are America, and Donald Trump is our president. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
After 47 years in Washington, Joe Biden on China.
They're not bad folks, but guess what? They're not a competition for us.
China is killing our jobs, stealing technology, putting America's health in danger. And Biden?
They're not bad folks, folks.
After 47 years in Washington, Joe Biden just doesn't make sense. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising. Joe Biden wants to eliminate fracking.
We would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
Over 600,000 Pennsylvanians' jobs gone. Billions in wages lost. 30,000 retail jobs history. And 14,000 manufacturing jobs closed down. So when Joe Biden says,
we'd make sure it's eliminated.
Remember, he's talking about your job. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising. Joe Biden on China.
It is in our self-interest that China continue to prosper.
Biden voted for job-killing trade deals with China and failed to support the China travel ban to stop coronavirus.
Banning all travel will not stop it.
China's killing our jobs and now killing our people.
They're not bad folks, folks.
After 47 years in Washington, Joe Biden just doesn't make sense. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Joe Biden says he wants to bring back America, but back to what? For 5 decades, Biden supported trade deals that shipped jobs overseas. Biden would give in to Iran again, make us pay to give illegal immigrants free health care. And Biden promised to raise our taxes on day one.
On day one.
Joe Biden. He won't bring back America. He'll take down America. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
For 5 decades in Washington, Joe Biden's been wrong on China. Decade after decade, Biden voted for weak, job-killing trade deals. And somehow Biden still gives China a pass on trade.
They're not bad folks, folks.
Joe Biden, the toast of China, while over 100,000 of our jobs left Pennsylvania. After 47 years in Washington, Joe Biden just doesn't make sense. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The world's greatest economy is coming back. But Joe Biden could wreck it.
I would shut it down.
Shut it down, or worse.
Guess what? If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
Joe Biden will kill your jobs and raise your taxes.
I'd make the changes on day one.
Joe Biden is a job-killing, tax-raising disaster.
With, I don't know.
The man just doesn't have a clue. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Biden, Trump, in their own words, the economy.
I would shut it down. I would listen to the scientists.
Our people want to work. They want to go back. They have to go back.
Taxes.
We passed the largest tax cuts in the history of our country. Democrats want to raise your taxes.
Guess what? If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
Joe Biden, too wrong for too long. Future 45 is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The screaming, the violence, the smears, and death threats. The far left moving to socialism, undefended open borders, immediate tax increases, 100% government-run healthcare. The booming economy stopped. Nancy Pelosi back in power. Gridlock. And then impeachment. Is that really what you want? Voting for any Democrat gets you all of that. Future 45 is responsible for the content of this advertising.
My friends have asked how I'm voting and why. Look what's at stake. The two paths couldn't be more different. This year, it's been hell. But this election means hope. A chance to rebuild America. This is what I'm voting for. Bringing back good jobs, reopening small businesses, getting our kids safely back to school. Only Republicans can do that. The far left has gone too far. They've taken over the Democratic Party. Massive tax hikes, defunding the police while we have violence in the streets, opening our borders, destroying our healthcare system, putting government in control, pushing radical permanent changes like packing the Supreme Court with far-left justices. If they do all that, can we ever go back? Republicans don't have every answer, but they're our best hope to leave our kids in America that is more prosperous and free. That's what I'm voting for. Future 45 is responsible for the content of this advertising.